Alright, and we're back. And moving on to more vehicles, we've pretty much gone through the list so far. There's only 3 to go, based on land vehicles anyway. Recreational vehicle is next. After that, we'll be on to the fire helicopter. We start branching out a bit more. So let's get on with this. This is the next one after the car wash episode, according to our basic washer playlist. So this is kind of, as I pointed out in my the last time I did this level, this is basically closing out the first chapter, if you like, in some ways, of the story progression. So the lore of the game, you kind of get set up. One of your mates helps you find a van, which you clean. You then clean his backyard. Phrasing. And then, like, it's his grandpa's house, and that's Grandpa Miller's car, I think, later on as well. And he's constantly saying about how he's looking for an RV. And then you get this job to clean an RV. Based on this is the house that you cleaned a while ago. And you cleaned the vintage car on this driveway as well. And then they give you the RV, spoilers, and you then give it on to your friend, because he'd been on about having an RV. So it's a nice little gesture. It shows that we're paying attention as a friend, which is nice. And once again, this was something that took a fair while to do, using the basic washer because of paint and rust, which kind of don't pose us any problems anymore. The ladder, we'll just do a little bit more from here. I don't think it counts as a ladder in terms of climbing ability. I don't think it, like, locks you to it like a normal ladder would. There you go, just get those lights out of the way, so we just don't have to care about them. Top of the window there. That's a good angle actually from up here looking down at the bumper area. Or maybe it does count as a ladder for climbing up and down, but we can walk across it as well. I also need to do the inside angles. I can just see a bit of dirt on the inside of this metal trim along here as well. So let's just make sure that we clean that off before we go downstairs. Yeah. And then the front of this slopes quite nicely anyway. Light done. The top side of the washers will probably be handy. Get this light done as well. Good, so that's the indicators done. Wing mirrors. Cool. I think we're ready to go down now. The lights. All the dings when it comes to light arrays and stuff. There's the ladder cleaned. That's good. Window. Doesn't have a separate frame. Light and lights. Bumper, I'm fairly sure, is the rear body, so yeah, that's behind the spare tyre. Spare wheel, voila. And the bumper, we've done the top of it, we now just do the bottom. And then we have to do the trim underneath it as well. And then I'm fairly sure it'll be the other side. While we're here, we may as well just spray all the stuff underneath as well. It doesn't break down anything about what it is, so the exhaust is separate, but other than that, it's just underside. It seems it's undecided about how to categorize itself. I wouldn't want to exhaust that opportunity. There we go. I mean, that's looks like the fuel tank down there, but it doesn't get separate billing. It's just, there we go, underside, done. Bumper, still got a little bit to do apparently. I'm not sure quite what. I can't remember what camera angle we get for the time lapse, so I'm not quite sure which side to do next. I'm gonna guess the bumper, yeah, it's along here. Like a jackrabbit, that's along here. Okay, so I'm not sure what's missing now on this bumper. Huh. Ah, this angle. Because I was doing it from the top down earlier. Alright, onto the side. We'll just do this side first and work our way around. We'll assume that the angle of the time lapse is going to be the side that has the sun on it, because that would make sense. I'm just going to stand back a bit further to get a better angle, so we'll use the yellow nozzle so that it's a bit tighter. So, I mean, this way we just don't need to move very much. We can just be lazy. Window. Cool. We'll need to go in a bit closer to get some of the other angles later. There's the hatch, good. But for now, we can do a lot from just standing here. Especially in terms of the main bodywork, and then it'll just be... Oh, we did get the wing mirror. I thought I was going to have to do the other side of the wing mirror. But nope, I guess we did that from the front. Indicator. It'll pretty much just be the tires and wheels, I think, that we're going to have to do a bit of a walk past. Another hatch there, another hatch here. And it's just left body, which I think we need to do a low angle on this bit here. There's the hubcap. That hubcap's already done. There's the tire. There's that tire. And then there's that tire. Yes, and hubcap. Good. So, left body. What is there left on the body? Nothing. Done. Sorted. Perfect. Let's get the windscreen out of the way. Then there'll be the wipers as well. One wiper. Good. Windscreen is being very stubborn for some reason. Ah, that side, that's why. Wiper? Wiper? No wiping. There we go. Done. Good. Front, we're probably going to have to do the grille from a few angles. We're probably going to have to do it from one side, then the other, and then, like, crouch. Same with the bumper, potentially, because there's just weird angles, just bevels to it. It's also thicker rust, so it's the sort of thing that, honestly, since we're standing so close anyway, just yellow nozzle, I think, would probably go a little bit better. Bumper we need to do from the side anyway, I suspect. Grill. That's that side definitely done. Underneath? Underneath. There we go. Sorted. Indicator. Bumper, probably going to have to do underneath. Sure enough. No sooner have I thought the thought that it just does it for me. Wing mirror, good. Window, good. Once again, I guess we stand back further, chuck on the yellow, and go to town. I guess we could always use the short extension if we really felt that we needed to. There's the indicator done. Window done. Next window. Oops. Accidental right click again. Really should do something about that. I can't. It's just what my finger does sometimes. Hinge is not separate. Okay, good to know. Let's just clean up the door. Bing. There we go, that's pretty much the front section done. Now I've just got hatch. And hatch. And hatch. And body. And now we've got 3 hubcaps, 2 tyres. Make that 1 hubcap, make that no hubcaps, tyre. Guess we crouch, there we go. And apparently the windscreen is still not done? Oh, because it's 2 halves. And I'm not quite sure what its problem is. There we go, done, sorted. Very good. And time lapse. So that's kind of part 1 of the game complete now. We tend to get bigger jobs from here on out. There's be bigger jobs, and then we start getting the desert jobs. So there we go, he says, gifting me the RV, about to hit the road, heading to pastures unknown. There we go. Send some cash over, maybe towards a washer upgrade. See, the first time I did that, that was ironic because I wasn't upgrading. This time around, it's ironic because I already have. Cool, fire helicopter was the next one. We're just going to work it into the same episode because that did not take us very long, so we're just going to do this now. Fire helicopter, still one of my favourite levels, has to be said. It's just got quite a lot of dynamic bits to it. It's, yeah, good variety of just kind of things you have to pay attention to, like the whole engine array is of course fairly complex. The rotors are kind of fun. And then you've just got the main body of it, so it's just large as well, but not so large that it feels tedious, you know? It's a good balance. Do these from the ground, do the ends of them as well, actually. Also do the sides. I think the main thing that gets me with this is how deceptive it is in terms of its size. Like, it's actually quite large. Like, that doesn't spray all the way up. I actually need to use the short extension to get all the way into the inside of the rotor blade, because it's just really big. It's quite tall. We need to use a scaffold to get up to it. Well, we don't need to. Previously, I've just kind of bounced up on the legs, done some parkour. But, I mean, we've got the scaffolds in this one, so. This is not a run-through for just wasting time frivolously. In this run-through, we are trying to go relatively fast. So, it's kind of proving how quickly we can do it. We've already done it slowly. We've done a slow run. This isn't officially a speed run, but it's basically the ethos we're going with. Cool. That, and then last rotor. And then the rest we get from the top. I think the achievement for this level is cleaning the rotor blades first. I already have it, so I don't need to do that again. I also can't remember if the tail rotor blades count for that or not, but it would be the sort of thing that, when you're achievement hunting, if you want the achievement for this level, clean the main rotors first and see if you get it. If that doesn't pop, clean just the tail rotors next and see if it pops from there. Because I can't remember which one it is. I think you've got to get the top one. Yeah, I'm going to have to do from the top. Okay, let's jump up the scaffold. Here we go. And then I think we can jump onto this, and then from here, yep, we come. Yeah, so you want to actually finish doing these first if you're doing the achievement, just in case it doesn't include the tail rotors. Because I can't remember. It was a long time ago that I did that one. Cool. And work our way around each of the rotors in turn, because why not? We're bound to get a little bit of splashdown. Cool. Now we can probably... Oh, one, we don't need the extension on while we're standing on it. And 2, we should probably be able to get away with this, because the blades aren't rusty. I think some parts of it might be. It's mostly just dirty, I don't think it's rusty. Voila. Boing. I guess if we do it one side, so we don't really need it on the white nozzle because we're going to do like up one side, back the other. Let's do the whole innards. Do it like up one side, go, and then back the other side. Nice. Rotor mast, such a complex bit of engineering. Mad respect whoever came up with the design for how helicopters even bloody work, because fitting all of those rotor blades together in such a way that they can all actuate individually and have a bit of flex to them and stuff, like they can all twist in order to adjust your lift and everything. Really impressive. Very taken for granted, I feel. Just something you don't really think about. There we go, rotor master. No step. Well, too late. I remember these engines being really annoying to clean the first time round. They are a bit tedious with all the angles, for sure. But they're also thankfully not like rusty or anything, so they're not difficult to clean per se. It's just, yeah, awkward angles. You know, that's why I kind of like this level. It isn't too straightforward. You do have to think a little bit about what you're doing. But it's not so needlessly complicated that it feels too tedious. It's a bit of a fine line. Gets a little bit confused with angles sometimes there. Cool. I think a lot of the extra engine bit is probably from the other side now, so that's fine. More no step. Good, we'll start cleaning these window panels. Nice. Is that some sort of weird insect? I mean, helicopters are kind of almost modeled on dragonflies, I guess, really. It's kind of what they remind me of. Don't know if that was a conscious thing by whoever came up with the idea, but it's kind of what they remind me of. Subconsciously, it's us imitating nature. Really pale comparison. Yep, and we fall down. Well, never mind. Then I believe you can jump up. Yeah. So it's no big deal. You don't need the scaffolding. Using the scaffolding, of course, probably a good idea for some of the stuff, like being able to reach different angles into where the engines are, or it'd be useful. But it's pretty good, just like this. You just walk around a little bit. But if you do find it kind of hard to get a particular angle, then just moving the scaffolding to go onto the side, just to play with the angles a bit, is often easier than running around trying to find a place to stand that you don't fall off or anything like that. Oop, there's a blade there. My bad. Can we jump onto the blade? Not quite. It's awkward. There we go. Clean these Lego heads is one these always remind me of. Hydraulic control unit. Yeah, Lego heads. There's the drive shaft going all the way back from the tail rotor. Again, kind of a case of the sides of the drive shaft, probably best done from the scaffolding. We're just going to wander our way back like this. And then go forwards again to get the other side here. There's a stabilizer. Get the top of these blades up here. It is convenient, you can basically stand up here. It's pretty well designed like a platform. That blade is actually done. So let's stand on it in order to get a good view on this one. There we go. Thankfully we're really light or it's really strong. A bit of both I suspect. I mean the mechanisms need to be really strong, so I don't think in real life it would be a good idea to stand on it, but you probably could, to be honest. I think I just need to spray the front of that a little bit more to get the mast to be clean. We don't have a shadow. Always bothered me a little bit. I don't think I just have settings turned down. I'm curious. I haven't actually checked my graphics settings and stuff on this for ages. Graphics, screen, blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Shadow resolution. Shadow's on. Shadow distance. High. You know, it's all there, but I don't have a shadow. So. Oh well. We don't actually exist. The biggest plot twist in the entire game. We don't actually exist. I probably need to do the underside of the drive shaft as well, so I'm going to have to do that from the underneath. Crouch maybe? Crouching's not enough. Control unit is done. Oh, the drive shaft is also this bit. Okay, never mind. So that should be... Nope, it isn't all the way around. It was just at a very similar point of being done, so it looked like it was the same. I was wondering why I couldn't stand up. I was standing underneath the blade again. There's the mounts. The rest of the engine should be done pretty easily from probably underneath. Yeah, it's just a bit at the front there I think needs to be done. There we go. So now we probably want to do just a long extension. Yellow nozzle. There we go, yeah. That's the easiest way to do it. If in doubt, take a step back. Get a bit more of a perspective on it. Just change the nozzle. It's basically the same thing as standing right up close with the green nozzle as standing further back with the yellow. Kind of annoying that it's all just fuselage instead of tail fuselage, maybe? Would be nice. Piping, that's nice. Those can be a pain. I don't think... Oh, maybe they are rusty, that might be why they were such a pain. Basic washer, I seem to remember taking a while to do them. At least the water tank is separate, even though the main fuselage bit isn't broken up. Alright, so the tail mast and stuff is all done. There is the separate rotor shaft bit. I have to get from a few different angles. I'm not sure what other angles now. You know what? Like I said before, if in doubt, if it seems to be giving you some trouble, just move the scaffolding. There we go. still not entirely sure what angle... There we go. That one. Once again, start to question it, and it just works. What's the bit that's not... Oh, it's all fused. Okay. Keep thinking that something's not clean, but it's just fuselage still. Landing gear legs are at least separate. Alright. Some of the hydraulic pipe that's done. Good. Just won't have to worry about them later. Get a good angle looking through here by standing on one of the legs. And this is the best one to do it from. And then we fall down. And then we're sad. That's it. And now we need to do the underside anyway, so that's all good. Nice. Oh, what that is? Oh, snorkel connector. Gotcha. That makes sense. So there's one on both sides, I guess. Hydraulic piping goes all the way through the other side. That makes sense. This bit also does, I think. Water tank. Let's just clean all this down. And then there's the door, which we need to do from the inside angle as well. I remember thinking, but it's done, and it's because it's actually open, and you can look around here, and there's an inside angle, so you can stand on the snorkel, which is kind of handy. Yeah. And then we do the inside from here as well. And that'll be all ready for when we do the outside on the other face. And that should just ding for us when we get over there. Which is the side we'll be finishing off with, because that's where the time lapse will be from. Lots of little bits that are just fuselage. The landing gear leg should be practically done now. Not quite sure what's left. Apparently that. Do the wheel. Landing gear is all just one thing. Doesn't break it down by the individual mechanism or anything. And it's also the like axle bit here is also just landing gear apparently. Everything that isn't the tire. Why the tire's not done, I'm not entirely sure, but I guess we missed a bit. Crouch all the way down. Surely got to get lower, seems. Come on, tire. I am tired of your crap. What is wrong with you? No, seriously, what is wrong with you? I'm hitting tab. Oh, well, there's the landing gear bit. Sort of. Yeah. Inside angle on the weird bit. I guess it's the actuator. But, well, what about the tire still needs to be done though? Okay. The bit that's right on the ground, basically. Landing gear? Something from, like, a top angle, probably. You. I'm gonna pop you right here, just so I can look down on the landing gear. Yep, there we go. Sure enough. Seems stupid, but hey, it worked. If it's stupid and it works, then it's not stupid. It's just fuselage, isn't it? That's why. Okay, round we go. And you are coming over here with me, because I'm going to need to do the same thing on this side. because trying to get all of that from right in front of it is just tedious. Now we can get a good angle looking down on all of this. Alright. Good leg. She got legs. Nice. That hydraulic piping is already done. Good. Landing gear, let's see if we've learnt from our mistakes. Can we do it first try without hunting around for ages? Probably not. Tyre, we're going to get all the way down to the contact zone. Seems it's really demanding. There's the landing gear, good. There's the tyre, see? Learning. We knew what to do this time. Oh, there's the snorkel connector done. Here's the rest of the fuselage. Along with the cockpit ladder. We're probably going to have to do that from the other side, I guess. There's the door. There's the ladder, good. A window that we hadn't done. That window too. I believe we haven't done those windows on the other side either yet. More landing gear. Hopefully not quite as annoying as the other stuff. But we'll get the rest of it from the other side anyway. There's the fuselage done. And that's the window, and that's the other window. Let's get this tyre. Inside angle on all the stuff for the landing gear. We go underneath, we can, good. Just gotta spread it from every angle basically, and then there's the inside bits there. Good, well that's the tyre done. There we go, landing gear. Good, 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 good. So there's this hydraulic piping is the stuff that went all the way through. There we go. Ditto, this bit here went all the way through, I think. It doesn't want to give it to me. There we go. Water tank. Is that bit inside there as well? Probably done enough? Dunno. It is fairly demanding, this level, it must be said. You don't get a huge amount of grace on missing bits. Yeah, so water tank we need to do still, apparently. It's almost done, and I bet it's the bit on the inside here. Scaffolding. We just kind of run up here a bit. Maybe? Maybe not. Guess not. Okay, so what's missing on the water tank then? Is it something that I missed on the underside still? Yeah, okay, cool. Snorkel and tail fin. We've not done the tail fin? Okay, random. There we go. Just hadn't done an angle on it. Everything else was done. No extension. Top of the snorkel. Do this side of the snorkel. Hello. Should have put a gnome in there. It's probably on top of the tower or something, I can't remember. Excellent. Job done. I can't remember. Is there a gnome up there? Oh, who cares? You can find out for yourselves. And that is the fire helicopter. Very nice.